You're just taking your tool. Your tool has two ends. Your tool has an end like this, which is shaped, and you have like kind of like almost a pointy end and a curved end. And then this one has the same thing. It has that, but it has more of a curved end here. And you want to hold the tool like you would a pencil. And you're just going like this. You're just taking a little bit of clay. You don't take a lot of clay at one time because if you take too much, you're going to make a hole in your vase. So I'm just digging into my clay, just a little bit of clay. And as you can see, I'm starting to make little indents in my clay. A little bit of clay. So if you look, I have that pattern all the way around my vase. And if your top of your vase isn't even, maybe you didn't get it quite even, I can take this tool and I can just go around the top and just kind of smooth it a little bit and get it nice and even by going like this around the top. This, you want to be really careful that you don't start taking too much off. See, I'm starting to take too much off, so you don't want to do that. And then you need to take your finger and you need to really smooth it so you don't have it like a piece of glass that somebody's going to cut their finger on. Because if you give this space to somebody, you don't want them to cut themselves on it. So I'm just going to using my fingers and smoothing, and I'm going to check all of my things I just made and kind of put my finger over them to make sure they are not going to cut somebody. And now I'm now going to take this end and I'm going to use this end right here. And I just did these, but I'm going to go like this and I'm just going to use this and I'm going to make some grooves like this. You cannot do this when your clay is really wet because you will end up it the grooves that I'm making and the texture I'm making right now, it won't work if your clay is super wet. You have to let your clay dry kind of loosely in your bag overnight. That is when you can carve into your clay like this. So if your clay is really wet today, you cannot do this today. You have to let your clay sit in your bag and cover your bag loosely. And now I'm going to go over the edges of all of these and just go like this and make sure my edges are not really sharp because when it comes out of the kiln, they will be like putting my finger on a knife and you do not want that. I'm just going to go like this. When you glaze, you can even put different colors of glaze in these indents. They don't all have to be the same color. You could put darker colors in there and that would make them stand out even more. So I'm just getting rid of the really sharp edges and any extra little pieces. And I can go around the bottom of it a little bit to make it a little bit smoother around the edge. And just do it around the edge a little bit just to make it a little smoother anywhere it's not smooth. You don't want to make it so you end up getting things really uneven though, because you want your face to stay even. So I'm just going to kind of look at it and make sure. That is how you use a carving tool. When you're done, you might have something that looks like this. Have fun.